Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Chris. I just wanted to give a little more formal introduction of myself to the STEAM community. I got here from following cryptocurrencies. I haven't been in it long enough to really make any videos regarding that kind of stuff, although I've been researching a lot and I have holdings in Steem and Digibyte and little Bitcoin, some Redcoin, some NEM. Anyway, hopefully soon enough I will be researched enough to provide some comments about that stuff. But in the meantime, I figured I'd just play a little guitar and introduce myself. I was working on a really fun idea the other night based around a mixolydian scale. So mixolydian would be the fifth mode of the major scale. Major scale is a 7-note scale, and for each of those notes there's their own scale. The mixolydian would be the fifth note. So to achieve a mixolydian scale, you would play a major scale from the fifth note to the fifth note. The one I was working out was in the key of B flat, or the key of E flat really, but it was B flat mixolydian, the fifth mode of E flat. So E flat would sound like, and the fifth mode of it played the fifth note to the fifth note would sound like this. That nice bluesy sound. Jerry Garcia used it a hell of a lot. Countless jazz musicians. I mean, it's a super well-known mode. Anyway, that being said, with there being modes in the major scale, there's 7 modes for each scale. There's also 7 chords that go along with each scale. It being, you build the chords by going every other note in the scale. So in the key of it, let's just do it straight in E flat and not worry about it being mixolydian. Your one chord's major, your second chord ends up minor, minor again, major, and then your dominant chord, which is your mixolydian chord. Okay, so same chord there, and then another minor chord, then a minor major 7 chord, and then back to the 1 chord in the key of E flat. Anyway, so I was playing with mixolydian the other day, and I discovered that when you go every other note, you make your chords. There's the 1, 3, 5 in the flat 7, which makes up that B flat 7 chord. So I was taking this a little further. If you extend that a little further, you go 1, 3, 5, flat 7, then you go to the 9, the 11, and then to the 13, taking it out to the upper extension. Oh. Anyway, so playing with these ideas, I started thinking of all the chords, but I was just stacking it further and making chords from those notes. So that's going to give me my B flat 7, but if I start on that 3rd and go the 9, that gives me a D minor 7 flat 5 chord. And then if you would take that further, it's going to give you a F minor 7 chord. Anyway, these are all chords that are coming out of the E flat major 7 chord. But when I was stacking them like that, I was able to come up with a real nice funky progression that's really fun to play over. And hopefully, maybe I'll be able to come up with something to write up to show the chords so it's easier to understand, because I'm not always the best at explaining things, or I move too quick. That's another thing I do a lot. Anyway, I was coming up with some ideas like just all in B flat there, and then moving it out with some of those other chords. And there's your E flat, then A flat 6-9 in place of an A flat major 7. Just really nice progressions I'm coming up with just by looking at the scale in that way. You can always mix the blues scale with mixolydian. Always major pentatonic, minor, or the mixolydian, blues. They all sound good together. You can play a blues line, then right after it really play with that 6 and really bring out the mixo. And how I came about this idea is I heard a Schofield a lot of times. It would be in B flat, like a groove like, and he would be playing on that minor 7 flat 5 chord, the D minor 7 flat 5, which was really giving him a B flat 9, and he just wasn't playing the root. He'd be like, anyway, so just moving that out more, and if you would take that up further and use what would into the B flat would be it's 5. Give me a second here. 5 flat 7 and 5 flat 7 9 and 11 in B flat, but those give you, that's the arpeggio for an F minor 7. So you see how I'm building those chords. Then higher would give you A flat major 7, even higher would give you C minor 7, and then building it up even higher gives you an E flat major 7, which is the 1 chord. So essentially it's going and making a progression. In the key of E flat would be a 5 chord, and then it would go to the 7 chord, and then this would be the 2 chord, and then this would be the 4 chord, and this would be the 1 chord. And in my groove I was going back to the 4 chord again, making a nice 6/9 chord. And then it goes real nice into like a 6 minor, or no, it would be a 3 minor up to 4 chord. Anyway, I hope somebody on Steam finds this somewhat interesting. Maybe I'll make some more videos like this. If it doesn't get any attention, I probably won't, because I'm just as happy sitting here playing guitar, but I also can talk a whole lot and have been playing guitar most of my life. So maybe what I'm doing can be somewhat useful. We will see. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you around.